It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Denver, where we'll see the Nuggets going up against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is as important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. You know, San Antonio Spurs win the NBA champions, small market team, below the in terms of U.S. cities. So no, you just have to have guys want to be on good teams, great teams. That's more memorable than being in a place.
So hopefully Payne can.
Visiting Brooklyn Nets. At point, at the other guard,
Just clearing my throat again, guys.
Thanks for joining
Hopefully
us
Cecil Payne can
NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlow
start off better than he did last game.
With Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. Contests between conferences. The Pepsi Center here in Denver, Colorado, where the Nuggets take their home floor. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth.
There you go, 100% from the field already.
Second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Cook, and it's Hughes in at the 5 down low. They set the screen. Cook kicks to Burks. Bogdarich connects on the 17-footer.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
The Nuggets leading by 11. Payne passes to Pena, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Paul Westphal gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, Kevin. There was one point in particular that he emphasized. This is a very fast team they're up against, and he told me that their goal will be to force them to earn their points in the half-court offense, not get loose in transition, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris. Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. No one near him. That one
Wow, that's
to the right,
a big outside shot by Westphal.
The offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Here is Cook. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Bogdarich. Off target from three-point range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Neal dishes to Payne. There's the pick. Pena passes to Payne.
Mid-range hit that. Oh
Rebounded by the
no.
Nets. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
You could not diagram a better way to open a court.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Well, I should be on 2 assists. Didn't I pass to Pena for his first bucket?
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against Milwaukee.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
The Nuggets leading by 14. Knocked away. Here is House. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Hughes, good.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Here's Westfall, and that one is stuffed right through.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And guys, we've seen the Nuggets really take control here.
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Goes up off the inbound. Can't hit.
Wow.
And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
That would have just been automatic
Here
back in the
Cook.
day.
Pass to Hughes. Off on the layup.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't
Oh,
quite
that's
fight
2
his way through
turnovers by
traffic.
Payne.
And looking at the Nets, we've got Cook, and it's Stevenson at the power forward.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second. They've already picked up a number of fouls here, and they're in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, keeping their hands up, and defending without fouling.
Denver leading by 16. And for the Nuggets, to the inside. Payne in the post. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Milwaukee.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight also. So a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Yeah, I think he sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Payne hits them both. Here is Cook. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Cook, and it's House in at the small forward. Passes it to Hughes. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The Nuggets leading by 16. They set the pick to the paint. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. And let's go to our leaderboard.
Is that Pau Gasol?
Is the specialty
It
of
is.
these guys. The highest scoring
Coaching or
guards of the
assistant
past
coaching the
month.
Spurs.
Shot from the inbound. Here's Payne. There's the steal.
Lucky.
Out of bounds.
Did they count that as a steal? Because that'll be his third turnover. Oh, they did.
Denver takes possession.
They didn't take possession,
Hard to
though.
explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
The Nuggets have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Looking now at some numbers for Neal. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging 13 points per game, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, you know, we've seen drivers think they see a crease in the defense and then go for it, and then he shuts the door on them right away.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
First one falls for him.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Out to the right wing. Payne in the post. That's good.
Thought I was going to drop
Payne's
out then.
got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And stolen by Payne. Here's Neal. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Nets trail by 20. 1:31 left to play here in the half. Cook, the pass to Stevens. To the wing right side. Pass to Hughes. 5 to shoot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Hughes got 6.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yes, very, very impressed with how much more alive they look here to get back in it.
Fires from 14. No good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And stolen by Payne. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, that's 4 turnovers.
Right wing. They double him with Payne. Here's Hughes. Stripped away. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. To the middle. They get a hand on it. Hughes with the steal. Here is Cook. He has 5. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. They grab their own miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Payne in the post. It's stolen. In transition, here come the Nets. Bogaric drops in the breakaway layup.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Denver on top, up by 16. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided first half of action. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for...
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Cook. It's deflected. And for the Nets, we've got Cook, and it's Hughes in at the 5. Denver passing it around. 11 feet out.
Fortunately, you don't get any stat for that. An assist to an assist.
And guys, what do you think the Russell stats for the Nuggets?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Kicks to House. Feeds it to Cook. Clock at 6. There's the screen. Dishes it to Burks. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Payne. No good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. There's the dish to Cook. Over to the wing. Here's House. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
House at the line for 2.
Free throw drops for House. And so House nails both of them. 1:50 left in the third quarter. Payne kicks to Barnes. Good on the triple. Barnes has got 13.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here is Cook. He's got 5. 1:24 left in the third quarter of the game. That is good.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
There's a good screen. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
A moment now to see the numbers for Burks. His last 10 games, first in scoring, first in rebounding. And with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Nets trail by 16. House the pass to Hughes. Bogarich covered by Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Burks dishes to Cook. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Count the bucket.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Bogdarich, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Now here's Thornton. Defense right on him. Payne in the post. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Your Nuggets dancers.
I can get Payne to 30 points. That'd be
Welcome back.
fantastic.
Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Nets making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
Glenn Burks.
They've got Anthony. Payne out there with Ellis. And it's Knox in at the center. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Thornton. Payne in the post. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Nevsky. Payne grabs the board. Payne's got his third rebound tonight.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
That's good. Payne's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. There's a screen. Here's Nevsky.
Shooting for Denver. Nevsky. Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the Nets making a change here. Hughes is checked in. That one is no good.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Now here's Payne, guarded closely. The rebound by the Nets.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Thornton no good. The Nuggets leading by 21. Here's Payne. The rebound by Hughes. Hughes got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Hughes got 10 points in just the second half. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Thornton. Payne in the post. No good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Thornton with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Thornton passes to Hughes. Rebound by the Nuggets. Payne's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the right side. Barnes kicks to Payne. Back to Barnes for the 3. That's good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Brooklyn's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Timeout called the Nets.
You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Paul Westphal address his team. He's looking for some early offense, telling his guys to keep the pace up-tempo and not let that shot clock run down. He also brought up the issue of perimeter defense and reminded his players to play very tightly on their outside shooters. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And the first one drops. So both teams making some changes here. And so he hits both. 1:57 left in the game. There's the feed to Payne. And again, Denver with the triple.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
That's in. Or if you put it up,
Here's
it's in.
Hughes. Gordon with the defensive effort.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Payne
Get
kicks to
that.
Gordon.
Oh, Gordon. You're wide open, mate.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the basket good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Denver.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Turnover.
Very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember.
Every steal I'm making,
I'm
end up getting a turnover
one you want to forget
for
as
it.
soon as possible.
And so when you
Which isn't
look at
great.
the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2 gamers.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
Shooting for Denver, Ferguson.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Payne with it. He dishes it to Ellis. Here's Westphal. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. The pass to Cook. Nets passing it around. Inside. Drew gets the bucket.
Crisp pass into the paint.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Anthony dishes to Payne. Off target at the rim. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting you've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
Just an amazing impact he had in this game. After not even being in the starting lineup, he's the other Ernie, and the crowd was loving it. They really enjoyed his style of play. He's going to continue to create more and more new fans for himself.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Payne had 6 turnovers, had 26, 5 and 4. Barnes had 6, 2, 2, 1. 15, 8, 3, 1, 1 for Hamry. Alice 12, 3, 4 and 1. Knox 12, 7, 6 and 0, 0, 1. Neil off the bench 4, 6, 1 and 1. Alright, let's have a look at the players you've scouted for us, mate. There's only one there that's fully. None of these are going to give me a full ranking, are they? No. Ah! Oh, that's sharp. Just cut my finger. Who's the heaviest dude in the draft? This guy's massive. 7'3". I'll get out and jump into the next. I'm still on air.